Today, before we get started with the show, just wanted to give a big shout out to the sponsors of the show. Right here, we have Concrete Placement LLC. So numbers on the screen. Obviously, they do a lot of things with concrete. I know the gentleman very well. The Carrillo family is a great family. They've been in the business for over 30 years. He knows what he's doing when it comes to concrete. So I'm talking all that little stuff too, like, you got the driveway, you got the curbs, you got the steps leading up, you got the patio, you want the new pool, a new shape on the pool. He does all that. He does all that stuff, So, a bunch of my friends have gotten new patios in recent years, and what a difference it makes for the household, right? You open up that back door to the backyard, and man, what a difference a new patio, new stairs, a new deck foundation can make on the look of your house. So concrete plays a big part in everything we do with this construction world, right? But All Creek Concrete Placement LLC is right in your backyard here in the 845. So you know the number, 845-413-9459. Now, another sponsor of the show is a great company, a great dude. You guys know I bring him up all the time. But Sal, right? Sal from House of Barbers, okay? House of Barbers, he's up there by Marist College, right on Route 9. All right.
Of Barbers.
House of Barbers, right? He does it all. He's got like 6 different chairs. He's got a massage chair in there. So like when you walk in there, as a walk-in, he's like, oh, I can't hold you down until like another hour and a half. You ain't even gotta go nowhere. Next door, there's somewhere to eat. You got to run to Home Depot real quick. You could do all that. You could run to the bank because it's right around the corner. You could do a lot of things right there. But if you don't want to do none of that, you can just sit in his lobby in a massage chair for free and just get rubbed down by, I'm going to send Black there. I'm going to send Black there because I think Black need a masseuse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to send him to House of Barbers right there on Route 9, right by Marist College, right across the street, right by Rhinebeck Savings Bank. Great dude. Make sure you're hitting up House of Barbers. They're on Instagram and all that. So you can hit them up. You know what I mean? Great people, House of Barbers, All Creek Concrete Placement LLC. Gotta love those entities. Local businesses, local dudes, just like me and you, but just did it. And they doing it. So Concrete Placement LLC, All Creek, and then you got House of Barbers. Y'all stay tuned. We about to get into this show that y'all know and love. You know what it is. Coming your way. We got What We Talking About. King Blackout and Gabriel coming right back.
Ooh, it's finally TV, but you don't need cable or sling to see me. Black on his soapbox, Gabe in his bag. Now that's some real black ink. Load the 9 with the mag. First take, the last take. We can juggle the top. Like a barber with the clips, the way we talk in the shop. And since life is like a movie, we gon' stick to the plot. That's why we sponsored by the brand and scrape the weight off the top. Get it? That means we dope. So I'm need my brothers and sisters to stay woke. And we gon' lace the product with facts and straight jokes. The voice of the valley is here to spread hope. Supports a steep slope. They gon' have to let me cook. I don't know how to stop. From the culture to the music, anything else hot. Catch us every Tuesday once you step in the house. Cause all they really wanna know, what we talking about. I'm out.
Oh, and here we go. Another episode of What We Talking About. Yo. It is once again the dynamic duo in the building with the best conversation on the internet that you could get on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. right here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Finally, TV is What We Talking About. As always, joined by my co-host and co-creator, King Blackout. What's going on, good sir?
It's not number 2.
We not number 2.
Nah, not number 2. Nope.
Pull a LeBron. We ain't 3, 4, 5, 6 either.
Definitely not them either.
Yeah. How you doing, brother?
I mean, I'm good, man. Blessed, I'm highly favored, man, and I'm kept under the blood of him. Nice. I don't know who y'all believe in, but whoever y'all believe in, I'm gonna call mine God. Stay blessing me. You know what I mean? Stay blessing me, stay waking me up.
Right.
Making my enemies fall to my feet. You know what I mean? And stay blessing me. Throughout the challenges, throughout the things we face in life. That man keep blessing me. So you gotta take the good with the bad. Everybody gotta cross the bear. And I'm grateful for life because no matter what's going on, bro, you get another opportunity, another day to do it again. You heard?
Well said by a brother who just celebrated a birthday last week. So salute to you and happy birthday, brother. I heard you had a good time, which is great to hear.
Old nigga shit. Yeah. This is more mellow, mature, older black. All right. But look, you see the goatee? It's over, bro. I'm a grown man now.
It happened overnight.
Last week
you was young black.
Yeah.
This week you what are you now?
Old man black.
Old man black. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I like it. Yeah. I like it.
I'm washed black.
Welcome. Welcome, good sir. And welcome to all of you that are watching. You already know what you got to do. Hit the like, hit the share for me though. You know, I'm on it like that. I need y'all to hit the like and the share for me. You know what I'm saying? So do me that favor. I would really appreciate it. When y'all share it, more people watch it, and that's better for everybody, right? The conversation gets real. It's already the greatest conversation on the internet already. So listen, a lot of things have gone down in the last 2 weeks. You know, sorry we missed you last week. You know, we had birthday things. We had, but we also had anniversary things going on. So shout out to Angie. You know who she is, super producer Big Ange, huge supporter of the show, and one of the reasons why I'm able to sit here every Tuesday and do it with y'all. But yeah, we celebrated 19 years, brother, 19 years of matrimony. So shout out to her for putting up with me for all this time, because you could barely do it, and it's only been 6 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm
telling you, bro. How you feel now that your marriage is legal? How you feel about it?
What do you mean?
Your marriage cannot go to war. Can't drink. Can't smoke. Yeah. But you shoot a gun. How you feel?
Listen, can't take that away from me, man. That's the one thing, right? So. Regardless what a piece of paper said, regardless what this ring represents, you know what I'm saying? It's all right here. So shout out to her and everything that we stand for and been through and done and didn't do and things we about to do and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to both of y'all. My favorite couple that live in Beacon.
Listen, I'll take it.
You got it, bro. It's a lot of competition too. I know like 2 couples over there. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We top 2 out of we top 1 out of 2. You know what I'm saying?
You're not number 2. Listen, y'all, today's thing, not number 2.
Word.
I got you. But listen, bro, I got you. Congratulations to y'all both. For real. Y'all are inspiration, man. That's inspirational type shit. To be doing that in today's day and age. And I see the love between y'all, which is also dope to see in person and in real time and shit like that. So I'm gonna hold you down. The next time I pull up to Hudson Taco, y'all can come and I will pay that bill.
Look at that. You heard that, Angie? We're recording this too, Black.
I know. Y'all got me. Hudson Taco on me, bro.
All right, well, I like that, man. I appreciate you. I really do. Yo, what's good? Jay Arroyo in the building. I see you. We got Alexander Maxwell. What's going on? We got Rec Boy Shad, who was just doing a show with Bunky, and they was talking about Political Tuesdays. They was going in about Project 2025. Bunky put me onto something I didn't realize you could do. You can actually download Project 2025 agenda, or you can order a hard copy of it, and they'll deliver that to you.
That's too much pub, bro. Too much pub. Yo, Angie, you put a picture of 3. Yo, I'm just going because y'all be listening to. So Angie in the comments posted 3 taco emojis. Little does she know that my budget is 1 taco emoji. You understand what I'm saying? So like,
it's expensive over
there. one taco emoji. Maybe 1 apiece. We could do that. Y'all ain't got to share 1. So like that's 2 taco emojis.
That's better. That's a little better because she don't like pork or she don't like fish and that. You know what I'm saying? So you would have limited me to a chicken one. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Listen, that's the only number 2 on this show, y'all. It's not number 2, but that's your 2 tacos.
Okay, all right, cool. Trump really trying to get rid of tax on my OT? I think so, or at least he's saying it because it sounds good right now, right, Jay? It sounds real good to those working at OT, man. Salute to Remy, I see you. And salute to Angie, of course. Yeah, man. So, you know, a lot of things been going down. I think, you know, on the tip of everybody's tongue right now is obviously, you know, this Diddy situation.
Pause, bro. That's not how you segue into a Diddy conversation. Nothing on the tip of nobody's tongue. No Diddy. Pause. Nothing on nobody's tongue. Don't, Gabe.
Yeah.
You've been gone too long, Gabe.
Nah. Yeah.
I know what's on the tip of everybody's tongue. Diddy. Come on, bro.
Listen. Sometimes you gotta be slick with words, man.
All right. Yeah, slick like baby oil. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Lubrication. So, man.
Yeah.
You know, we've had to touch on this before, but what we didn't talk about is something that I didn't really realize when they did that raid and that seizure of stuff. Like we knew that they had taken some items and this and that, and they had found some stuff, but weren't really clear on it. They made it very clear now that they were able to recover not just footage, but terabyte. Y'all, listen to me. A terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes, because it's weird to say 1,000 gigabytes, right?
I mean, technically it's 1,064, but yeah, go off.
Right. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 gigabytes is 1 terabyte. They talking about they found multiple terabytes of footage.
4K freak offs. Take up a lot. You ever seen Call of Duty installs? That's like 200 gig high res freak offs on your hard drive. I mean, shit, each freak off got to be 500 gigs. So like, bro, that ain't even saying much, bro. The high res textures is crazy.
Yo, Jay called me gay for that. Shout out to Mr. Catch Reg. Gonna catch them tomorrow in the studio with the Reg Boys, 7 p.m. You already know, on Wednesdays, Facebook.
Yo, I got feelings about this, bro. Yeah, but go ahead, finish your setup. All
right, so now we know that they did actually recover. So now we know that there's actual proof of allegations that were made previous that just seemed like hot air at the time, because it was basically just hearsay. I'm going to say it now because I don't feel right about it. But now they were able to actually line some of that, not testimony, what do you call that? When their statements, they were able to line up their statements with footage. Yeah. A lot of other celebrities are in this. I don't want to get too crazy. We're going to talk about it all, right? But there's other celebrities involved with these freak offs, they're saying, saying that there's clear evidence of the behavior displayed by one Sean Diddy Combs that coincides with a lot of the statements and allegations that were put forward on my man. Black, when you hear that he's arrested, then you hear he's going for bail. He don't get the bail. Then he's like, "No, we're gonna do it again." They deny him again with the bail. What's going through your mind right here as you try to digest all this information that came out? What the fuck?
When this first popped off, obviously I did a little soliloquy and we talked about it a little bit.
Right.
Now that the indictment has come down and they booked him, I spent a lot of time reading the indictment. Right, what he's charged with, and some of the statements they use to get the indictment. So one of the things about a case like this is you got to show some evidence to get the indictment, to get the arraignment, and to go through the bail proceedings. Right, so you get a glimpse at what the prosecution has, and you get a glimpse at how the defense will approach that evidence. So, reading these accounts, I think, and this is gonna sound really weird when I say it, but I'm an honest person when it comes to my feelings and my views, and I think that's why y'all like the show, right? So let's have an honest discussion. I think we all know what this man has been accused of, and when you watch this video of him doing the most of Cassie in his hotel, it's almost like it's this show, like it's not real life. Like we know it's real life, but it's almost like a show at the same time, where you're kind of divorced from what that actually looks like. When I read this indictment and I went back and I watched the video, and then I took the time to go back and watch the other times when Cassie wrote and spoke about the things that transpired against her. It was the first time I really connected, like, deeply. Not that I didn't understand before, but it was just different. Like, yo, Some of y'all are parents.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all got daughters. I know some of y'all got daughters.
Sure.
Y'all got nieces. Y'all got sisters. Y'all got mamas. Y'all got aunties. Don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
To think about somebody taking them and having them in a space where they feel like they can't escape, feeding them drugs, and just letting random niggas run through them for their own edification and enjoyment, doing that to yours, and then when they try to get away, they go and they drag them and they treat them like a dog. It fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it might seem like I'm having a delayed response, and maybe I am. I just really think the internet got shit desensitized, and you don't truly appreciate what somebody's saying to you about their experience until you like have that emotional response, or you take the time to really be like, these are not words.
Right.
Like, this girl didn't say this man like punched her in the face one time because he got mad.
Right.
He sex slaved her.
Right.
He slutted her out.
Right.
He did the most to her.
Yep.
This shit is heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my initial takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And when you hear the accounts of different people having this come to light and standing by and letting shit transpire, all these niggas need to be sliced up. Because here's what I'm saying. I don't know if you ever been out in public or in a space with your mans, wherever the case may be, and you see somebody do something crazy to a female. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in those situations. Like, I watch a nigga like push a woman out the space she was in line, and like I watch niggas run down to him and like jab him through with a 3-piece right quick and move him out the way. Like, you just have as a man, you have an innate something in here that makes you react when you see a woman who can't defend herself, and it should flip a switch and make you want to intervene.
I've talked about this before.
So I don't understand how you could see some of the shit that they talked about they saw in board meetings and business meetings with major companies, and you see Puffy smack the fire out of Cassie.
Right.
And the other company people didn't do nothing, and the people in the entourage didn't do nothing, and the security didn't do nothing. They just let this shit happen.
Right. Right.
I don't understand how you can just be privy to that and not have no reaction and not have no response. And how this nigga walked around for years doing this type of shit. So my initial reaction, Gabe, it's a long-winded way of answering your question, is I think for the first time since I've heard about this, it's heartbreaking because it actually landed, it actually resonated.
Right.
What she actually was going through.
Yeah, the desensitization or desensitization, I think is the word, of it all is very relevant right here, because it's true. We see so many heinous things on the internet, especially with AI out there now. We've seen so many photoshopped videos and crazy pictures, putting people in crazy positions, and people just saying outlandish things. You know what I'm saying? We see this all the time on the internet, and you get numb to it in a sense, you know, and it's really not real to you, you know, and because half of it's probably not real, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things, and it is a sad situation when you think about the victims in it all, right? Like, because everybody's getting they freak off, right? They doing this because they love it. It's so much fun, you know what I'm saying? They feeling it. I'm not hurting you. I'm just doing something that feel good. And it's like, you don't have everybody's consent at that point. See, like I was coming at this from a different angle, you know, and just trying to gain some perspective from the other side, because this perspective, I think, is not worn out, but I think it's a perspective shared by many. So it's been read and talked about and said a lot. So what's the other side of it, right? So the other side is, you know, I got people in high places, got this money. We got to like stick together as a community of rich folk and doing what we do at this high level of society, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we want to have some fun. So but we got to do that behind closed doors. So we gotta bring people in and close the doors, and we're gonna have fun with everybody who's in here, because we can't take any random girls just gonna walk up the street. It's not gonna work like that, right? So from their point of view, the people enjoying themselves, do they really know, that this chick right here doesn't really want to be here? You know what I'm saying? I don't think they know that. I think they're just as fucked up as she is, and they're just doing it. So I understand like why these things come about. Like we've talked about it too, where it's like enough's not enough anymore once you had it, right? You always want that next thing. You always reach for that next level of craziness because you already experienced crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do something heinous to get off on it. It's crazy that it was recorded. Like I come back to that when I think about this stuff, Black. Like y'all really took out, at least HD cameras and videotaped every moment of this shit. Why? So it begs the question, did they really think they were above the law like that? Or was there consent at some point? There had to be some consent. Going in, not everybody is like, no, don't take me there. Right? So that's the other side of this.
Yeah, bro, I'm not even nowhere near where you are with that. And I know you're doing your talk show thing, so I'm on it. So let me pose it a different way. Because I think saying it this way probably hits different. If I walk in this room and I see Beyonce getting gangbanged by 10 prostitute males, do I think she's there of her own volition? Or something's weird? When her eyes roll in the back of her head, she can't make coherent sentences, and mad niggas is running through Beyonce. Do you think that she wants to be there?
No.
Okay. So if when I say Beyonce, it immediately flips the switch. So let me bring it back here. Everybody who walked in that room knows who Cassie is. This is not like this is a stranger where you have plausible deniability. You don't think it's odd that Puffy's girlfriend is in here high, drunk, looking crazy, getting stomped out, and letting mad dudes run through her? You don't think that's weird?
It's
hold up. No, I mean as a visitor to the party, no one's saying why the fuck is it Cassie? With Cassie?
Right.
Yo, woman?
Like the singer and your girl, yeah.
She must really like this. That's what niggas is thinking, Gabe. She must really be into this. Really?
I'm just giving a different perspective on this.
But I'm asking, like, give it to you that way. Does that make sense to you? Or do you know this is already fucked up? Especially because we all know Cassie, and we also know that there's a 20-year gap between the two of them. And that she's probably high out of her mind. We could probably connect the dots, right? And, just being an adult.
Yeah, just being an adult. And I will offer this up too, not for nothing, because, don't judge me for this, but the truth is that, Cassie, like Angie said it before, she a beautiful girl, like, and talented and all that. Like, she could be anywhere and be with probably anybody she really want to be with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You think that's what she wanted to do? She wanted to be in there getting gangbanged.
Well, that's why I'm offering that up to say. You know what I'm saying? That the likelihood of her wanting all that is nil almost. I mean, come to find out, she didn't want to be there, or at least she maybe thought she wanted to be there, then it went too far and she ain't want that no more. And then 9 years later, she's out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And that's why, she's putting this all out and like got the ball rolling with all this whole thing, But I just wanted to bring that up, bro, because nobody's really talking about that side of it, that there is some consent going into all this stuff. This, like, Diddy's not the first motherfucker to have a freak off, bro.
No, I'm just not conflating the two, right? You want to get freaky? It's mad people who would do freaky. So here's the thing that boggles my mind, and we've, like you said before, you alluded to it, we've had this conversation.
Shout out Monster, Vanessa.
You could very easily just go outside being Puff Daddy and find 10 beautiful women who would do whatever the fuck you want, however you want it done to them, consensually. They're just there. And you ain't got to beat them to get it done, right? So So if you are that kind of rich and that kind of famous, where you can literally go outside and just grab people off the street, which literally you could do as Puffy, and bring them in there and freak off every single day if you wanted to, then why would you ever force somebody to do it?
Right.
And I think that's the part that we're that's getting confusing, and it's more like, no, this is that weird power shit that people that have influence do to other people, because it's not even about. If you in a relationship with a woman and you love her, I know there's some weird kinks, but is one of your kinks just having mad niggas just run through her?
Right.
Like your wife, you want mad niggas to just run down. Puff. Let me switch that. That's what you want?
Right.
That's what you want?
Right.
Nah.
Right.
Nah, that's not what I want. You feel me? So clearly in that relationship, it had nothing to do with love and everything to do with power and the fact that you can debase somebody in this way. Which is why they tell you all the time when it comes to rape, most rapes are not even about the sexual gratification. It's actually about the power dynamic and having that kind of control over somebody in that moment, right? They get off in that shit, and I don't want to break down Puffy's psyche. I'm just gonna sit here and say like that shit is sick. I think Monster pointed out very well that he's never coming outside again. I think a lot of people maybe not. It's probably right that people don't realize that he never gonna be outside again, except when they transport him to the federal prison. That man is done for.
Yeah, there's too much. He did too much. That I mean, I can't say it any simpler than that without cursing, right? He did too much. Shout out to Hollywood Herb. I see you, bro. Appreciate you. You know that. And he's right too. I hate the people who want to be down with that whole freak off shit and then get cut off and then want to start singing and shit. Like that is some bitch ass shit. Like shut the fuck up, because you was with it before. Now you out. Now you're gonna start bitching about it. Nah. Man, this whole scenario it's sad because like we can't have nothing, bro. We can't have nothing. We can't even have Bill Cosby. We can't have no Sean. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the actual fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, why when this level of success is happening, like this is going on? Like you alluded to, man, like anybody, now I don't want to say anybody because we know it's not true, but you could get a large number of other people, don't have to be female, just other people that'll be willing to do whatever the fuck you want just because your name is your name and they could just be around you. They will just do it. So why would you ruin somebody's whole life by forcing them into these situations, man? You know what I'm saying? That's the part.
That's the part. Because it doesn't make any sense, bro.
Right.
Like you said, you can probably get it at the very least. You definitely can pay for it.
Yeah.
And it don't got to be a crazy number. Like I give you a stack come in and get ran through. Yeah. Girls going wild. They was getting bent down in a fucking bus for 200.
Exactly.
Like, so you rich and famous, motherfuckers just won't fuck you because you're rich and famous.
Right.
You probably ain't got to pay. But let's just say that you did.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Like no one cares. Right. I don't care. You don't go to jail. Your baby or your stash don't get exposed. You know what I mean? This doesn't happen. So why you gotta dehumanize somebody and dominate their life and put them through the most? And I would assume, because now everything's on the table, if you did that to Cassie and you want a public relationship with this person, and she clearly got people that love her and cared about her that you probably kept her away from, you don't think it's nobody else he was doing this shit with? Because I absolutely think there's a lot more people outside of just the 20 lawsuits that he got who was doing that he did this weird shit to.
Yeah, and there's a lot more people that were down with it too and got their shit off.
I mean,
you know
he
what I'm saying?
The only one watching.
Nah. Shout out to Vanessa, the cameraman.
Yeah, he said the cameraman. I just think they had the security system.
There's somebody manning the cameras, bro. Trust me when I tell you, somebody is manning. This is not Ray J. They're making sure that it's like recording, that it's got good focus, the whole nine. Shout out Vanessa, tell them y'all. Shout out Angie watching on YouTube. Johnny Jury, what's going on, man? What's good, brother? We appreciate you. Right now, we're talking about the Diddy situation. and just what our reaction was to it. We both kind of think it's crazy, trying to offer up different perspectives so we could really dive into it, and it always works that way with us. So welcome to the show. Yo, how come number one, I'm not seeing no free puff out there. I'm not seeing that one. But I'm also not getting the overwhelming cancel culture on Puff. Is the cancel culture over with now?
No, he already canceled.
You think he's already canceled?
Yeah, it was immediate cancellation. Bro, I was out. No, I mean, I said that like that. I was outside a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, things was
went
happening.
To the store.
Yeah, I went to the store and shit. And literally, I walked in the spot and nigga was like, "Yeah, we're not playing Diddy tonight. No Biggie, none of that shit." I'm like, "Really? Why are you telling people this? Like,
what?
You got to make an announcement? Like, it's immediate cancellation." Yeah, Magic saying it. Immediate. It's already happened. Unlike you trying to convince people to cancel somebody, there was no discussion necessary when you saw what this shit looked like. I ain't heard all about the Benjamins in a month. That's a long time.
I mean, it's true. It's true. I did play Biggie though. I'm not stopping playing Biggie.
Listen, only the joints where Puff ain't ad-libbing, and it ain't too many. Yeah, I wanted to play that scenario. Yo, the sun don't shine. Like I was like, nah, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Oh shit. Yo, no cap, because I got this super plate. You know, you shuffle all the songs in your Apple Music.
Yeah.
And like the other day, I got in the whip, and probably like the third song that came on was that One More Chance remix. And I was about to get in my bag, and obviously it starts off with Puffy doing his ad lib thing, and I immediately hit skip. I couldn't even do it.
It's funny you bring that up because the reason why I was saying what I said is that last week when the indictment came down, he got arrested. His streams have been up since then.
Of course,
you know, it's like. So what is the cancel culture if his streams are going up?
Just because the minority starts doing the most, or people go and tap in to do the most. Like a freak show is a freak show. Like why do they have bearded women at the circus for 50 years? Is interesting to watch, right? Like you go look. And then also people was also doing research. They was going to look at lines and make funny videos. So a lot of what happened was people taking old videos and old songs out of context.
Oh, that could be.
And making memes. That was a lot of that shit was going on this week.
I could see that. I could see that for sure.
So a lot of those streams you're seeing is not just I'm on Apple Music or Spotify. It's I'm on Instagram and TikTok, because those spins also count. And that's a lot of memes being played with those songs in the background. Especially shit with him saying take that. It's all over TikTok.
Magic, you took Bad Boy out all my set list. So does that, like, Bad Boy, you said Bad Boy, you didn't say him. So no more Biggie, no Junior Mafia, none of that?
I mean, it's just I didn't cancel the whole label, but like most of those big songs from that era, he's on it. Even when he's not featured, he's ad-libbing. So it's just like,
so you don't want to hear from him no more.
I can't even, well, just right now, I can't even ride around and hear you say, take that. Right. On the Biggie joint. It's just like, nah, I'm good. I need a moment, bro. I need a moment, dog. I feel you. You know, and I can see how somebody closer to this situation, because, you know, that would resonate very, very much with everything with Diddy on it. Is done. I think some people just don't care. I think so too, Vanessa. I think that's true. I think some people care and some people don't, you know, and then it depends on who has the majority. If you have a majority that doesn't really care, then you can continue on as, you know, business as usual. If the majority does care, then, you know, you're up the creek. I think that's just how it is. And it just depends on what you've done. And I just really think that when you hear about coercion and, you know, younger folk, because they're not really saying kids, right? They're not coming out saying kids, but, you know, they're probably talking about underage, like 16, 17, 18-year-olds, you know, children still. But when I think kid, I'm thinking like toddlers and shit like that. But when you combine the young innocence with the coercion and then the drugs and the sex, that always is going to skew it. And you're always going to get just put in the light you belong in, which is an ugly light. And I think that's
That's basically what's happening here. It's like humanity actually showing that it has an underbelly and that we're not just these callous, thoughtless, mindless heathens that walk around punching fucking 77-year-old women in the Bronx in their fucking eye. Bro, I would need to catch a motherfucker doing that shit when I'm around. Pardon the curse, but man, listen, if you see me out in the street and you feel like you want to punch somebody randomly for no reason, make it be me. Come to me, hit me. Please hit me. Stop hitting old people. Anyway, we're not all like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's why the cancel culture probably does exist, is because we still do care at the core of it all. You pray for the victims, all this thing. I respect what you said about like the Cassie situation not really resonating with you, and then really like being able to dive into it and learn at a deeper level, and then it kind of hitting home and having to understand it. I respect that because, we don't always get to digest, you always don't have your final thought on things right when you get smacked with it, and you are allowed as a human being to adjust your perspective and the way you feel about things. So I respect that.
I mean, like I said, bro, I understood it, but I think like a lot of people right now, I was viewing it through the lens of Puffy and what he did, and not from Cassie and what happened to her.
Sure.
And that perspective is completely different. So like when you view it through the lens of Puffy, it's like, oh, this is funny. You a creep. You doing weird shit. You know what I mean? You're a scumbag. And that's one way of viewing it. It's different to look at it from the victim's perspective and be like, nah, this shit is savagery, bro. Yeah. Like, remember, he got his hands on her when she was 18.
Yeah. And that's the
so
part.
It makes it different. Like legally, niggas might have been like, it's legal. But like in real life,
right?
You know what I mean? 35-year-old Puffy with 18-year-old Cassie.
Right.
Not okay.
Right.
Not okay, bro.
Right.
So like him probably gassing her up to be in a weird situation a time or two, I can fully see happening. And then her being like, you know what, this ain't what I thought it was going to be. I don't want to be in this dynamic. And then him doing the most, and like you start drugging people and making them do shit against their will. Right. With a young girl who can't even legally drink, you don't like. I see the play and how it can get there, and not even on some shit like she was okay with it for 5 years. Like no, probably like the first time she was like, all right, maybe he want to do something weird, and the second time it's like, fuck this,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? And at that time, she's done. I can see how a 19-year-old Cassie is done. Like she can't get away from this nigga. Her whole life is in this nigga hands, right? She underrated, she popping, but literally, this is probably the most powerful nigga she ever met in her life. Ever. And his whole world revolves around him. The people around him, it's him. And security and the guns and the influence and how he commands a room, it's him. And if this nigga can punch you in the face, you know what I mean, at an executive meeting with people that are not in his bubble, and they look and be like, I guess nothing happened, you would feel fucking powerless.
Yeah, they're getting him. They're how they're doing is like a racketeering charge. It's like a RICO with the whole thing because of the way.
Like a RICO. It is a RICO.
Yeah, the way it was all constructed. He had his woman that would set everything up for him and all that, and he had like a whole thing set up where it was like, yo, we gonna be here. You're gonna go here and get this and bring them here. We're going there. So and so's gonna be there. Like they got him on that, man. And what I'm more curious about now is the fallout. Like, what else comes up?
Right.
There's a lot of memes out there, and it's putting everybody in the mix and shit. But I'm curious about the real.
We are watching the fallout in real time, and they're doing it at a time and trying to be quiet. Every single music exec has resigned in the past week.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
Every single listen, y'all not hearing me. Every record label in America has lost their executive. Every single one of them. All of the record labels in America, with the exception of Lucian Grains and his son, have all lost their jobs.
No longer employed here.
Yeah, you think it's a coincidence? You think it's a coincidence that every single one of them lost their jobs in the same week? All of them.
Ain't that something?
Come on,
Ain't
bro.
that something? Shout out to everybody watching. If you're new right here, you're watching what we talking about. Shout out to the Village Global Network. You can catch us every Tuesday and Wednesday. If you catch some Finally TV content Tuesday, we replay this show at noon on the Village Global Network app. And then on Wednesday at noon, we play some Voice of the Valley for y'all. You know what I mean? So you get two different flavors from Finally TV, Tuesday and Wednesday at noon, only on the Village Global Network app on that time. Listen, craziness, man. I don't want to stay too much longer on this, but I am curious of the fallout. I am curious about, who's next to, what's the next big name that got caught up doing some shit. I would love for somebody to get their hands on them terabytes of footage to figure out like what the real is. Cause there's going to have to be, I don't know who has to scour that. I'm sure there's a team doing that. But like, what are they really looking for? Because if they're trying to put Puff away and bring down the whole organization, they're gonna be more indictments coming, and that's what I'm curious of: is who else gets indicted on this? Not really called out, who gets indicted.
Oh, it has to be. That's the only way you make a RICO case. So other motherfuckers is going to prison. It's not even maybe. It's a guarantee. Because they made a RICO case. So it will be very interesting to see who's on those videos doing freak off shit. I think the tough part is when you talk about celebrities, you have to prove that they know that the criminal activity was taking place. And if they didn't facilitate it, that's going to be hard to prove. So what I mean by that is, if you in a room and you doing business with a lady and you didn't pay for sex, but she just happens to give you some, it's hard to make a correlation. Even if everybody in there was hired by somebody else, if you didn't know, and if you didn't facilitate, it's hard to wrap you up. So what I'm saying is, with a lot of these celebrities, you'll find some names in these in these indictments that get thrown around. Yeah, I seriously doubt anybody of any meaning went and helped facilitate the freak off on Puffy's behalf. You typically have middlemen and runners and stoolies who do all this kind of work. And I think the RICO is going to be the fucking massage companies and the secretaries, the assistants. It's a bunch of people that work around Puff and for Puff who are getting caught up in the RICO. They're not going to take down 50 executives because they all help fund the freak off party, because that's not how they was doing it. So like, it'll be embarrassing for them. So let's take it down a little bit. It'll be embarrassing for them. But like, you know what I mean? Like, Elon Musk didn't help fund the freak off party, bro. Even if he showed up there, even if he fucked 20 women, he didn't help pay for that shit. He didn't know they were all prostitutes. That's not what was going on. He may have known, but he didn't know. You see what I'm saying? And you can't prove it just because you had sex with somebody. Right.
Right place, right time, as far as that is concerned. What? Shout out to Bunky. I see you. Magic in the building still, man. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for sharing, Bunky. And yeah, we just waiting on that list, man. We really are. We just waiting on that list. So
yeah, I know you got a few other things, but I during the pre-show you asked me what else to have in mind, and I couldn't think of it at the moment at the time. But did you hear about the shooting? I'm sorry, are you done with the Puffy thing? We done talking about?
Yeah, let's move on from that. Let's move on.
All right. You heard about the shooting on the subway? Police officers.
I mean, there's every day, bro.
Well, the cop shot multiple people.
Oh, the cop shot more. No, I didn't hear about that. When was that? Today?
No, this is last week.
Oh.
So apparently, and I'm gonna break this down in the simplest form. If y'all are more informed, by all means, you can tune in. I know it goes a little bit deeper than this, but on the face of it, this is what happened. A black man jumped the whatever the fuck, the gate, $3 gate, didn't pay the fare. And went to get on the train. And the police officers came behind him, 2 of them, running, yelling, "Hey, you ain't paid." Yada, yada,
Stop!
Yada.
Right.
Stop. He's about to walk onto the train. He pulls out a knife. So he has a knife. It's in his hand. It's not up, but he has it. He's holding it. And he's probably 15 feet from the officers. And then he walks onto the train anyway. So I'm giving it to you in layman's terms. Is he armed? Yes.
Right.
Did he have a knife in his hand? Yes. But he walked on a train full of people. Because he basically said, "Stop following me," to the cops. I'm sorry, y'all. He's going to the train. He's not running. He's walking fast, but he's not running. The cops are screaming and yelling. He's not answering them. He's about to walk through the door to get on the train, and he pulls out a knife from his pocket. The cops are still 15 feet away, and then says, "Stop following me," and then finishes walking on the train. Doesn't attack anybody. Doesn't brandish anybody. No.
Okay.
The cop pulls out the hammer,
runs
up closer to the train.
Shot into the train?
Shot into the train.
Who does that?
3 people.
Yeah.
An innocent bystander. Didn't kill the guy with the knife.
Wow.
Didn't kill the fair hopper.
Come on. In New York City?
In New York City.
Wow. Holy. I was away last week. That's what happened.
Eric Adams, the mayor, wrote this, and he tried to fudge it. Earlier today, one of our officers was shot. Oh, he also shot a cop too. He had his partner. Yeah, I noticed it's fucked up. One of our this is how
it's not funny. Let me not laugh because somebody lost their life.
Listen to how I told you what happened, and listen to how the mayor framed it. Earlier today, one of our officers was shot while protecting our subway system. I am relieved to report he is in good condition, and we have arrested the suspect who put so many lives in danger. I cannot thank the officers enough for their bravery. Here's what he didn't add. The officer in question was shot by his partner. His partner also shot 2 other bystanders and killed one person on the subway. Yeah. Shooting a $3 turnstile jumper.
God, man.
Gabe,
come on, people.
I'm laughing, but this is kind of fucked up.
No, it's fucked up. Like, I've started laughing, but it's not funny.
And multiple people get shot. Remember we talked about, I believe, the last show when I said, hey, if you go, I don't know, if you steal a jacket from the store and then you go on a high-speed chase with the cops, they should stop chasing you because the risk of life is not worth the jacket that you stole.
Right.
It's just protocol.
Right.
Guess what, Gabe?
What?
If you don't pay a $3 train fare, the police officer there who's enforcing the fare shouldn't start bucking into a train car.
Shouldn't even have a gun.
Passengers
shouldn't have a gun. If you got relegated down to you just ticket watching, you toll hop watching,
$3.
You get a baton. That's it. That's all you get.
So you dump, and not only do you shoot mad strangers, you also hit your partner. Shot your partner.
Come on.
I seen the video. You got your partner like, bro, I'm hit. What do you just stop shooting?
It's reckless. It's reckless behavior. Was it? Let me just ask you, and I can find out for myself. Was the cop older or younger?
I didn't get an age.
You didn't get an age. I'm just curious at these things. You know what I mean? Like, is this new millennial type situation?
Because he jumped the turnstile behind the dude. He's got to be 30s, 40s, if not late 20s. He wasn't old.
Come on, man. That's insane. The cop facing no.
He's on the last thing I heard, Bunky, was that he was on administrative leave as they investigate.
Wow.
As they investigate. So as far as I know, they didn't charge him with murder or assault or with shooting his partner. Like I said, the mayor tried to spin it and immediately said, one of our officers shot in line of duty. Didn't say that he got shot by a fellow cop. Didn't say that the cop killed somebody else and shot 2 other people who were innocent bystanders. Didn't say anything about what the cop actually did.
What? Oh, this is like, that's not relevant to what we're talking about right now. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat the police brutality or doing too much drum again since we just literally had this conversation. But I did think you pointed out something to say, yeah, Black, you know a little bit about what you're talking about. Gabe, if I stole $3 from you, here's a real question. If I took $3 off your nightstand, I came to your house, I violated your crib, I took $3 and quarters off your nightstand and dipped, and you saw me take the bread and get in my truck and is about to leave. Yeah. You gonna pull out the hammer and shoot at me as I speed away?
No.
For $3?
I'm gonna text you WTF.
Facts. So you're not gonna end my life for taking your $3. So that's your $3.
Right.
I bet. So Gabe, if I stole $3 from the city of New York by jumping the toll, are you gonna buck at me?
Right.
Innocent people?
We know the answer. It's okay. It's just this reckless behavior, man. Like, especially like in a city like New York City, where there's so much crime and so many weirdos out there doing weird things. Like I said before, you got random people punching 70-year-old women in the face when they're walking in the street. I'd rather you spend your doop on things like that, bruh. You know, you want to make the community feel good about the police force behind them. Do shit like that and stop doing shit like this. Because if I turn on the news and I hear officer loses it and shoots 3 people because he saw this dude punch this old lady, I might stand up and applaud that.
So Nessa saying the cop gonna say he put out a knife, and he might say that, but I don't understand how you don't have a line of sight on your suspect. So Vanessa, remember, he walked into a train car that's full of people, and the police officer was 15 feet away, ran up to the car, not on the train, up to the car, and then just started shooting into the train car in the middle of the day, like not at night. It wasn't empty; it was full of people, and he's shooting so erratically that he shoots his own partner also. I'm sure his partner was not in the train car. His partner outside of the train car with him. How the fuck you shoot your partner? You
lost control, bro.
You lost control.
You lost control.
At the very least, even if you just whatever. I don't know what bullshit you would use, but clearly the mayor's on his side.
That's so
Aren't
weird.
you no longer a cop because you shoot innocent people and your partner, and you have no line of sight on the perp that you're shooting at? You just shooting in the. So y'all telling me it makes sense if I walk to the gas station being stuck up and I just shoot the teller and the rest of the customers and leave the robber?
What the fuck?
What is happening here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh man, I just had a thought and I lost it, man. But I do not understand the way people are operating lately, man. It seems so extra. We even while we were away, we also had another dude trying to assassinate Trump at his spot and all that. That happened in the last 2 weeks too. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, he got taken in. Also, they didn't shoot at him either.
No, he got peacefully taken in.
They arrested him. And we had another mass shooting in Alabama. And
Yep. But bro, talking about mass shootings, bro. How about overseas with that whole thing with the exploding pagers and shit like that?
Let's talk about it.
Bro. I talk about
know, bro? You got questions. What you want to know?
No, it's not that I want to know something. I want to know, like, how deep does this shit go? That because I'm hearing it and they're like, oh, these pagers were exploding and they, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, pager, I get it. But so what? They figured out some code and hacked the pagers and they made them explode. No, that's not what happened. No. This was, you talk about premeditated?
Gangster.
Yo!
It's some Godfather 4 type shit.
Facts! From the box, money from the box. You went to the store and bought this joint with a bomb in it. They manufactured the motherfucking things and put them on the shelf.
And kept not on the shelf. They kept it just for them.
Yo!
Just for them. The ones they wanted to kill. Just for them.
Isn't that some shit?
How? I don't want to say too much because there are certain things I shouldn't say. But if you hear about this story nationally, and I'm telling you that way worse shit gets done in the dark.
Right.
Think about this on a national level.
Right.
The government. Nope, not gonna use that either. Sorry.
Right.
A group of individuals figured out that their opposition used pages to communicate. Yeah. They found out what brand of pages they like to use and where they buy these pages from. Yeah. They then went and bought a bulk shipment of those pages and put bombs inside of them and then distributed them to the stores and said to the store clerks, when they show up, only them, give them the pagers. And then waited till all the pagers got sold and then popped up and blew them up.
Bro, this is years in the making.
Years.
This is that's why I say premeditated. This is word. This is diabolical premeditation right here, bro. You know what I mean?
Shooting missiles at each other. Yo, that's what happened.
Yo,
so
it's real. It's real.
For context, just think if that took place and you know about it, I am telling you as a concerned citizen, I am telling you way worse shit, way grimier shit is done. I promise you. I promise you, it goes down like that.
Yo, our shit gets made overseas and gets sent here all the time.
Yeah.
It makes me look at my fucking Apple iPhone 15 different. It does. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sure. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I think we're viewed as, if not pompous, thick-headed, egotistical by the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody in the rest of the world sees the beauty of the United States, you know what I'm saying? And the melting pot that it is. Because there is beauty in the United States. Don't get it twisted. There is beauty here.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, our structure, our society, our individual communities have been turned on each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we're cannibalizing ourselves, and it's like it's so weird, man. And it looks fucked up to the rest of the world. And it makes me look at my device different, man. It does. Like, do you guys hate us that much that you would do something like that too? Because like that's next level. And it's like, bro, I've never even seen that in a movie before. I've never seen that plot in a movie where it was that. I've seen it like a one-off, you know what I'm saying? Get this you know what I'm saying?
Can I answer the question that you asked though in a way that you might not expect?
Yes.
They don't have to physically blow you up. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they control information, and they control your search results, and they control what you consume and the time you spend doing things. So because they control the narrative, they don't have to. They just subdue you with information and content. And once again, I say this to people, as weird as it may sound, if you think that this is not how things are done, you're wrong. Informational warfare been happening for a minute. If you think this is not how it's done, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You are absolutely fucking wrong.
All the way wrong.
I want you to think about really big events that happen in this country that would have an era of like, this isn't right about it. And then I want you to watch what happens to the news cycle and to your algorithms and to your social media when those things transpire. Right. And how they distract you from real shit happening in the world. By the way, Gabe said to you, somebody else tried to kill President Trump, former President Trump. He's still President Trump.
Right.
How many people you think even heard about this second attempt, Gabe, as opposed to the first one?
Not as many.
Not even fucking close.
Right.
Gabe, we talked about all these executives quitting. How many people you think realize that every single music exec lost their job? Right. As opposed to, I heard people getting fired and shit. How many think that happened to?
None. They left on their own.
Oh, okay. Bet. News is controlled. Information is controlled.
Right.
It really is. Right. And it's used to subdue a populace in all aspects. And I can almost guarantee you that you're going to see the thing that I want you to see in a manner that I want you to see it, to obfuscate what I want to obfuscate. And all those words mean is that if I want to change the narrative, or if I want to have the mind share the people, if I want to keep you in control, I can do that by just feeding you certain shit. And it don't have to be propaganda. It can just be distracting.
You reminded me of what I was going to make my point that I forgot earlier when we were talking about that whole cop situation, is that when you mentioned resigning, the commissioner resigned on the heels of that then.
He did.
Right? And then on top of that, there's another type of commissioner, like the health commissioner is also resigned now too. Like, it's crazy. Yo, shit is getting crazy out in NYC. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that back to that.
You know who didn't resign?
Who?
The person in charge of the police force, the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's why? You think that's why Caban took the hit so that he didn't have to?
Got to. Boss told you fall on your sword, you're gonna fall. You know, or get fired and be made a martyr. Like what?
Right.
A scapegoat. I mean, not a martyr. Sorry, a scapegoat because it's different.
Right. Scapegoat's different.
Yeah.
I saw in a movie where they blew up people's cell phones. I did. Yeah, I've seen that where they blew up the cell phones, but I feel like it wasn't like this, where like they planted shit on the phone, on the pager, packaged it back up, gave it to the distributor and told them, give this to them when it's time, and then waited like 3, 4, maybe even 5 years for the last one to go, and then said, okay, it's time. That's diabolical. It's the perfect definition of diabolical, premeditated harm being put out on people, man. That's crazy. So shout out to the family, because, people, it was like 3,000 people injured. Like 12 people died, unfortunately, but like a large number of people that got injured from the shit. The collateral damage. Man, while we're on the low side of things, I did not know the extent of the disdain and beef between Yo Gotti and the late Young Dolph. I did not know this. I wasn't in tune with that, right? So it comes out that Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook, I think wasn't he? Because he unfortunately has passed away since then too. But is the one that put $100,000 hit out on Young Dolph, man. It's like the part that resonates with me, and the reason why I bring it up now is because of what I said just before about our communities turning on each other, right? Both them boys is from the same ward, what I'm saying? Like they're from the same area, and it's so sad that that's how his life ends, because another person who got up in life took their means and said, yo, go get him for me. Like, that's crazy, man. We got to stop doing shit like that, man. I want to acknowledge the life of Young Dolph. I think that's horrible, and rest in peace to him and the whole family, everybody that was affected by that. But to find that out was like kind of like a gut shot for me. Like, oh man, like would have much rather have been some other random shit, over some jealousy or something than that right there. Like that's tough right there, for successful people in any way that they got it, to use the means to take you out. Like that's just fucked up, and I guess Big Jook has passed away since then too. And I don't know how, I don't want to speculate. That there's all sorts of things on the internet that say why it was done, but yeah, man, that was crazy to me. So I wanted to bring that up, talk about that, and then on to bigger and better things, because I don't like staying so low all the time. The rich get richer, bro. Why is it that the rich just get richer? Because they have the money to invest. They have the time to invest in things like that. They have business acumen. I don't know. But T.I. and Tiny are $71 million richer today than they were the other day, winning a lawsuit because a doll company stole the likeness of a group that they managed. Shout out to T.I. and Tiny for getting 71 mil. They got that bag, bro. I didn't know how deep that was. I didn't realize, when I heard about it, I thought they were talking about, remember how T.I. was all bent out of shape a couple years ago because clubs kept putting his picture on flyers and shit? You know what I mean? And he got all upset and said that he wanted the proceeds from the door and all that. I thought that's what this was. And then I'm reading more about it. I'm like, damn, bro. Okay, 71 million. How much money did that doll company make, bro?
Well, you got 17 million for the judgment. The other 30 plus came from punitive damages.
Got you. Copy. I'm sure they got to share that, right? Because I didn't realize this either, that his daughter, or Tiny's daughter, I don't know if it's his daughter, but Tiny's daughter is one of the members of the band. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting when I saw that. Rich getting richer, shout out to them. Final season of Power Book 2 coming up. I know you're not interested in that. You didn't watch none of that, huh? You didn't believe in Tyreek at all?
Did you?
I mean, you know how I felt about it, but it sucked me in, bro. I gotta watch these last 6 episodes now.
Bro. Pause, man. Nobody sucked you nothing, dog. Pause. Not number 2. This is not the episode for 40-inch slips of the lip. You like that?
Yeah, I do.
That's today's word, y'all.
I like it. Yo, there's a J. Cole sighting, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't even know.
J. Cole.
Gabe. these things that you discussing right now, are these interesting to you?
Yeah, these are things that popped out on the page to me. I was like, oh, okay, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Listen.
What's up? I'm listening.
Sit with me in the pre-show, okay?
I tried to tell you it's bad work. It's nasty work. It's super nasty work.
No, but you know Daylight though from battle rap.
Of course.
Yeah, so he got on a track with J. Cole. It's called Plates of Collard Greens. Daylight doing his thing on there. Shout out to him. J. Cole spitting some lyrics and stuff.
Daylight is just better than niggas. Like, I'm gonna say this like this, flat out. Daylight is just better than niggas. Like, he's just better than niggas. That is one of the illest dudes who don't get any kind of mainstream pop for how crazy his pen is. How many people he's wrote songs for, how many hits he has that you've heard and didn't know. Matter of fact, your favorite artist, pop artist right now on the planet, Mr. Drizzy Drake, some of his biggest joints come from Daylight himself. Like, it's nuts how much pop he doesn't get for the fucking pen that he has and the amount of plaques that's in his basement. That man is a multi-millionaire, not because of battle rap, but because he's making bops that y'all like on the radio, and you have no idea who he is.
And that's why he played with battle rap so much, all the antics and the craziness, because he could afford to do that, you know. Shout out to Daylight though. He definitely was spitting some bars on there. He just sounds good too on record. So we'll see where that goes, man, because I know he's trying to make a push. Huh? He
floated on J. Cole. He left that nigga on that record. He left him.
Yeah. Oh, so you did hear the record?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, dope. Yeah. He sets it off and his verse is dope. Here's my problem, bro. Here's my problem with it. What's up with this production nowadays that don't drop no drums and no percussion in this music nowadays, man?
That's just the lo-fi wave right now. That's the thing right now.
But why? I don't. Can I get a little hi-hat and a snare? You know what I'm saying? Like something, bro. Like,
yo. Oh shit. I'm sorry, hold up. You took me out with that. I wasn't expecting it.
You know?
No Ideas original, bro. It ain't like this is new. Like in the mid-90s, this was a trend for a little bit too. Or these beats with no bass line dropping, no drums dropping. I mean, how many times did Nas rap over a loop or just a sample with nothing else underneath it? Like this used to be a thing.
I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this new style. And it would be more acceptable to me if the sample they were using hadn't been done already.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just something new, like, oh, that's a new sound, new sample. I never heard that before. Okay, you know, it's dope. But nah, they're using samples that have been used that had banging beats made to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man.
Kendrick just did this with the Black Air Force activity shit last week.
I know. Not a fan, bro. I'm not a fan. I want to let everybody know who's been bitching about the beats not dropping a drum set in it and you don't like it. I'm with you. And if you don't care, you don't care. But man, listen. I need a drum. I did listen to LL's new album, Vanessa. I think Black might have listened to it. Did you?
Yeah, we did that last week. We talked about it.
Well,
2 weeks ago we talked about it.
Yeah. LL can still rap. I give him that. I did not like a lot of the production on there, which was surprising to me because there's always at least 3 or 4 joints on an LL album where I'm like, that beat is bananas. And on this one, there's maybe two beats that I really like. Otherwise, I does not like the production on this, man. I think I have Q-Tip to blame for that, but I'm not entirely sure. But LL
ain't been him since Hot Boys with Missy.
That or he's producing other shit that's just not that boom bap that I was looking for from, you know, the new age boom bap that I was looking for LL project. But he can rap though. LL can actually still pen up rap and rap it. So he's one of the original killers out there. So I shout out to him. What else, man? What else is on my? You got something on your list you want to talk about? I got 2 more things that I can talk about.
Go ahead.
So while we on music, did you listen to Future's new joint called Mixtape Pluto?
I skimmed through it.
Me too. Did you like it? What you skimmed through?
I don't know. I don't need any more Future. I mean, we just got 2 albums of Future with him and Metro, which is mostly just him. I didn't need more. And I really didn't need more.
Right.
So it's making me not even like give it the listen that I normally would, because 80 Future tracks in like 6 months. I don't need that shit, bro. It's too much.
Right. The saturation, it's like, I almost feel like it's got to be purposeful. There has to be a reason behind this more than meets the eye. What?
He want to get out of his deal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even a question why you doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
He went out.
Yeah.
He signed to Epic, and Epic is dirty water right now. Go look at their company. Them niggas is ass right now, bro.
Yeah,
he went out of that fucking deal.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I could see that 100% being the deal, because like, why would you drop? Because what was it called? He did part 1 and 2. What was the name of the first?
We don't trust you.
Yeah, and I still don't trust you. Right?
We still don't trust you.
Yeah. And I feel like the first one was kind of better than the second one,
Way
right?
better.
Yeah.
The second one was the throwaways.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And then this one on my skim through in the car. I like to do it in the car now, man. The car sounds good. You know, he always has some sort of melody or beat that you're like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple of joints that go. I know that he got kind of deep on a couple of joints.
Listen, man, that shit talking about his man's dying from fentanyl. That shit,
right?
It ain't like lyrical miracle, but it just the way he did it, it fucked me up a little bit. Like I feel that.
Yeah.
The
only reason why I listened to that is because on the skim, before I did the skim through, somebody had mentioned that, like, yo, this one joint is crazy. So that was the joint that I like left on to like listen to it, you know. And they were right, man. We put Future on our top 50 all time list.
Definitely that. He probably top 25.
You know, we put him on. I think he made the second or third tier. You know what I'm saying? So that fits right in there with your 25. I personally like I don't check for Future, man. He kind of just shows up. He's on the radio for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way of putting it. Because I don't check the Future either. Because whenever we do drop, you'll catch it. It's gonna be outside.
Right.
Which is, I don't want to say it's odd, but like, I didn't see Future becoming Future. Like when I heard Future in 2012, I didn't think that nigga would be this nigga. Does that make sense?
And still here, right.
Yeah, and probably be one of them dudes. Because to me, he's not a great rapper.
Right.
He just not.
Right.
Well, he like the king of all simps. Like that motherfucker will simp a song out in a melodic way and have you glued to the radio.
Yo, it's like that. Yeah.
It's like that. So he got it. But for me, I know something is maybe it's the same too, but like he definitely make vibe music. I don't go check for none of his shit. But he be having those joints that just go and put you on a space.
Yeah.
And he's what helped me understand what niggas meant when they said, oh, it's not about the music, it's about the vibe. Because a lot of vibes niggas be catching, I don't catch. Like that shit is just ass. But Future, I completely get it.
Yeah.
It's all vibe music.
Yeah. I think at the core of it all, he's probably like a pretty chill dude, like to be around, to talk with, conversate with, you know what I'm saying? So like you add that element of somebody who's personable and being able to wanting to make music, it usually makes for good music. You know what I'm saying? So
I had a thought that might be disrespectful, but to me, Future is just Black Drake. Let me say it again.
That's kind of fucked up.
Let me say it again. I don't think I'm wrong, nigga. Future is Black Drake. They the same dude. They the same simple, sad ass motherfucking name. They the same guy, bro. Future just black when he do it. I'm gonna leave it right there. Y'all can pick it up if y'all want to.
Yeah, there you go. So in the future, there's a big fight that's stewing, bro. That we talk about boxing.
Gabe didn't catch that, y'all. Gabe didn't catch that. Say it again. In the future, boom. Look, Gabe potting even when he don't know that he potting. That's how good Gabe is. Go ahead, bro.
Well, nice segue. How you feel about a big showdown between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson?
We need that.
We definitely need that. Yeah,
because boxing is ass. So
it's one of the super fights that's on the table right now. Yeah,
the 8 people we care about on boxing just need to go fight each other, and that's one of them. We need that. Who you got winning, bro?
That's what I'm getting to. I think the overwhelming majority just defaults to Tank. I could see Stevenson catching him out there, bro. I really could.
Shakur got bebopped his last fight a little bit. He didn't look great to me.
And I think that's why. I think when you find out that you could be beat like that, you train different. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like Tank, who has that reputation and clearly has had the displays of dominance in the ring, I think somebody like Stevenson goes, I can't play with this boy, you know, especially because last one, you know what I'm saying? Can't go that way. I'm going to be on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
We're doing boxing. Did you see Anthony Joshua get knocked out repeatedly by Daniel Dubois in the UK?
I did not. I only heard about it on the scroll. But you peeped that? I didn't peep
that. That man got his ass whooped. If you ever watched a boxing match, there's being outboxed and there's getting your ass whooped.
Right.
This nigga got knocked out 5 times in 4 rounds.
God,
hold up. Man. 5 times.
I just saw TKO.
Yeah, the only reason he didn't lose in round 3 is because it's a championship fight, so you don't lose on 3 knockouts.
Right.
As long as you get up and keep going, because the belt was on the line.
Right.
He got knocked out 5 times in 4 rounds.
Wow. He
got beat the fuck up.
I wonder where he's gonna take his next fight too.
I mean, bro, I guess he gonna fight the loser of Usyk and what, Big Gypsy, right? Because at this point, what Daniel Dubois just did, even though he got the paper belt, the IBF championship, I know we're going a little deep. Yeah. Even though he got the paper belt, he's next up. So whoever wins between the Gypsy King, right, and Alexander Usyk, unified Dubois and that nigga. And so you would think Joshua would fight the loser.
From my recollection, what I know about Usyk is the type nasty.
Oh, he nasty.
Yeah.
He beat Gypsy King ass first time.
Yeah, he's nice with it. So it's probably gonna be Usyk.
Oh yeah, again, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Watching them fight too is also a spectacle because Usyk is way smaller.
Right.
He came from the 205 ranks. He was the light heavyweight champion. He's way shorter. He's way smaller.
Right.
And he beat the brakes off that man too. He beat the brakes off that man. So like he's gonna beat his ass again. And I don't know if what's your boy name? I know his nickname is Gypsy King. What's his name?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Big Slow. What's his name, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he may not want to box again because he is also like 36, 37.
They all getting old because the youngins ain't it. The youngins ain't it.
I mean, look at him. Like, people thought Anthony Joshua was that nigga. I mean, he fucking beat Klitschko, bro. Like, Joshua knocked Klitschko out the ring and into retirement and into government. Like,
you're talking about Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
you know how dominant Vladimir Klitschko was for a decade as the heavyweight champ? And Anthony Joshua, young 21-year-old ass, came in the ring and knocked that man into politics. Took his belts and retired him. He was supposed to be him, and now he's getting beat up by out of shape fat people and Daniel Dubois, who none of y'all know.
Yo, you know, you say that when you say Klitschko, it reminds me about the run that Lennox Lewis had. Lennox was a bad mofo. I don't think he got as much credit as he deserved during his reign, but he was nice with it. He was so big, but he moved small. Like, it was crazy with Lennox, man. But yeah, man, I enjoy the sport of boxing a lot. You know, something I wanted to ask you on air, just a little banter conversation back and forth. Now, you know, we talk about our physicality sometimes, right? You around that 6'3", 6'4", maybe 250, 240 on a good day, right? I've always been a tall, slender dude. I've always been like, 6 feet and like 180 pounds. You know, I've always been that when I was, 18 years old. I'm that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, and I know it was like for me to fight, and I wanted to ask you, when you was in school coming up, right?
Yeah.
Did you actually have to put your hands on people? Because like I can't imagine the kids, like, because you was always was you fighting?
Yeah. You
was fighting a lot when you was younger?
Well, in high school, I wasn't 240.
Okay.
In high school, I was 190.
Okay, so you were more like me. So you were like 6'2", 6'3".
I was My freshman year, I was 5'8".
You had a growth spurt like that, Black?
Yeah. So
talk about it. My
actually
growth spurt came in 3rd grade, so I'm talking about it. I want to know what that's like.
You're
What's that
wild.
like? I swear to God.
I was 5'8" my freshman year of high school. And then between my freshman and sophomore year, I swear to God, I went from 5'8" to 6'3".
Get the out of here.
And we went shopping. I remember getting off. We went summer shopping because you do that. You ain't got no summer clothes. We went summer shopping and shit. And probably like a month later, I'm like, yo, my shoes don't fit. And I was getting like the nastiest looks. Like, get the fuck. We just bought you some more. You ain't getting no more. I'm like, nah, literally, I can't my foot in my fucking shoe type shit. Right. And I went and I showed him. And I was like, look, and my shorts don't fit. Like, what the fuck is you talking? Put on my shorts. Right. I forced on some fucking khaki shorts, ripped the seam out the ass. Like, wow. I was just too goddamn long, bro. I spurred it up. So I grew, 6-7 inches over like a 4-month period, which is crazy. You feel weird. I had to get a new bed, all that shit. You know what I mean? Wow. And I went from running freshman point guard to playing small forward as a sophomore on the varsity. On the varsity team, big facts. Just like that.
All right, so from sophomore year, did you ever have to put your hands on somebody?
Twice.
Just twice.
Twice. Both times in 10th grade.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. They were trying to test you. They're like, he's big, but he don't know how to move around.
Yeah. Well, because these the same motherfuckers that saw 5'9", a buck 55 me.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So like, we wasn't doing that no more.
Right.
And like I always been scrapping. Just how I grew up. Always had hands, but maybe you just didn't know it. You feel me? Like I wasn't rah. I just kind of did my thing. You feel me? Sure. And we ain't gonna talk about the extracurriculars, but like I was extra a little bit.
Okay.
So when sophomore year, I just wasn't. You wasn't finna ride mommy me no more. Like I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Exactly. You're not doing that no more. Nigga. You can get these hands. Twice. I got in 2 fights in 10th grade. Both before October.
And let me guess, you didn't get into no more fights at school.
I ain't getting no more fights until I got to college. This is a true statement. Listen, everybody's lost a fight. I've lost a fight.
Of course. I'm
telling you that year. Yeah. The first nigga, I might have slammed him like 12 times during that fight. Like literally picked him up, earthed him. You know what I mean? He throws something, I move, pick him up, earth him. He got tired of getting slammed. I had enough. And eventually the hematomas needed treatment. Yeah. So he went to the nurse station and get ice, shit like that. And I was good brand. And you would have thought that would have been enough. Yeah. But probably 3 weeks later, maybe a little bit shorter in the cafeteria. He came back, but he didn't come alone. He came with his mans. This is true story. Swear to God, he came with his mans for that get back. And I knew he wasn't about shit. Right. So when old boy started saying something, I wasn't even finna be in that type of time. Right. And this is before if you defend yourself, you get suspended too. Because now if you fight, y'all both get down. Right. Back then, if somebody initiated, you can whoop that ass. Right. So I'm still in school. Right. He done did 2 weeks or what the fuck it is suspension that came back for that get back. So as soon as his man was right there with him, he was talking like this, Gabe. His man was just probably like 2 steps behind him. I paid this nigga no mind, grabbed his man's immediately, arm reach long, grabbed that nigga and just tiger uppercut. I swear to God, everything I love, bro. Right underneath here, right in the jaw. His bottom row of teeth came to the top of his lip and this side of his mouth, like 4 teeth came out. All the way through, split his whole shit open. Whole shit. That nigga lip was raggedy. I don't mean like a little cut. I mean, this whole shit was gone. All you saw was teeth. That's how bad I hit this nigga shit, bro. I put my jaw through his mouth. I hit that. So I'm holding him, bro. I uppercut, hit him, lift him off of his feet. You know what I mean? This nigga fly back at some cartoon shit, and before he hit the ground, I rushed him. So like I hit him, I let go immediately, and then I bum rushed him, grabbed him while he was going back with stumbling, picked him up, boom, threw up against the wall, split the whole back of his head open. So this nigga gets up, bro. His cranium is leaking. His teeth were literally stuck in his mouth, coming through his lip area, like 5 of them. Yeah. Ripped this whole shit apart. Turned around, looked at his mans. That nigga was like, nah, I ain't mean it.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
And ran back into the cafeteria because this is taking place out in the atrium. Our cafeteria was on one wall, but we had an outdoor area that was like enclosed in.
Right.
So we would all go outside in the atrium and eat lunch and shit and rap and shit.
Yeah.
So he came. I'm not hard to find at 6'3". You feel me? So they saw me through the window in the glass, came out there, was going to press me. Man, I sent old boy to heaven. And his buddy went back inside and went back to eat lunch. and I got, they called resource. I know we're going kind of long, but the little cop came down there, put me handcuffs, all that. Because I did that. Boy, his face was so fucked up. He went to the hospital, nigga. Like in the back of the ambulance. He was so fucked up. And then I had to basically be like, nah, I got to talk to niggas. They came at me. And no, I got suspended because I hit him first. Like he was there, but I didn't wait for him to hit me.
Right.
Nigga and put him in the earth.
Right.
So yeah, I got suspended, but I only got a week because they saw them walk up to me on camera. Clearly, it's going to go down. I defended myself, but I hit first, so I had to get 5 days. So I took my 5 days, came back a champion, and no nigga, big, little, small, football, basketball, judo, band camp. No nigga in that school ever, I swear to God, said anything to me crazy. It was all humble, all respectful. Don't fuck with Black.
Yeah, just leave him alone.
Leave that nigga alone, son. He had a hard life. Leave him alone.
Yeah. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Now I could go back to the interview that we did on Voice of the Valley. Y'all ain't peep that, go peep it. But when did you take on the moniker Blackout? Did you have that in high school?
No, I was Dash in high school.
You were Dash, okay.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've actually wanted to ask you that and have that conversation for a while now. I forget because we have such dope conversations all the time that you don't have time just to throw the frivolous stuff in there. But I always wonder, I'm like, damn, because I know like I've had a couple of sizable people in my life, and it's just like you described, it only took that one time. And then it was understood that they're not just big like that. It's like that. Like, leave them alone.
Yeah. I think like, listen, man, Tom is undefeated. It's kind of funny that we went in this little diatribe, and I'll tell you in a couple minutes the connection that I'm making here or why I say that. But like, I think if people are wise and they smart, once you show somebody what you really on, you should believe them because it's not a game, and it's not because old buddy was small and couldn't fight. Right. Like, this is a football playing nigga like that. We just didn't get along. Right. And we was on the football team together type of shit. We just didn't click. Right. So like when niggas show you their face, believe them. When you go to college, it's a lot different, right? They don't know me. It's only like 6 niggas from my high school in this school, the school that I went to. Yeah. It's only like a handful of us, a group, and like shit gets shaken again, and you got to do it all over again. But in school, growing up, I probably fought 50 times in middle school. But high school, it only took twice. Yeah. And and I guarantee you that nigga face got scars for life. I'm sure he got a beard. I'm sure he don't show because I've seen this nigga heel. No, I swear, bro, this nigga whole shit right here is just looking like he got $150. You heard me? Whole shit was ripped off like he got burnt in the fire. Damn. I hit that nigga so hard, gang, so hard.
Well, this is the lesson. The lesson is don't go fucking with people that your man's coming to you saying, yo, come with me, I'm gonna go check this dude. Don't do it. Don't do that. There's a reason why they're trying to get you for backup. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask yourself, like, why ain't you handling this yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a school. So, like, he know his man lost. He knew what happened to him.
Right.
You thought it was gonna be different. So yeah, nah. The reason why I say it's funny, bro, because we was talking about what I was talking about before about doing a second piece of content for the channel.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to tell you about it today, what I came up with.
Okay.
And it was actually a show called Story Time with Black.
Oh, there you go.
This was the show where I wanted to do these stories, talking about these experiences and shit like that, whether mine or somebody close to me, and pontificating about them in a way that I thought would be digestible and entertaining to watch. Yeah. So like not a full, 50-hour show. We're talking about like 6, 7, 8 minutes. I'm telling a story about some shit. Right. That's like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I thought it was perfect that you asked me a question that I can go and pontificate a little bit about, because that's the idea for my show, Story Time with Black.
There you go. Story Time with Black. I love it. it. So soon to come, y'all will see that somewhere. It might even be right here on Finally TV.
Yeah.
Story Time with Black.
Yeah. Also, somebody asked me, when we gonna be on TV? Where's our TV contract? This was said to me.
That was said to you?
That was said to me.
No, I don't know.
Mad niggas is on TV.
Everybody on TV. Shout out to Rec Boy. Shout out Tea Time with Bunky. Everybody. Shout out to the Village Global Network helping people get on TV. You know, that might be in our future. We're gonna do a little housekeeping, you know, and then we're gonna do that. I don't know, you know. I'm down.
On TV?
On TV. I mean, we on Finally TV. Shit. Yo, I've done this, bro. I have been here since 2018, bro. I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I look around the landscape and I see a lot of people trying to do like what I'm doing, you know, and what I did in the past. You know what I'm saying? And just in the short observation time that I have taken, I've seen them come and go already. You know, everybody thinks this shit is easy to. Yo, why Gabe ain't put out a Voice of the Valley in 3 weeks? He must fell off. Oh, he must have fell off. Is that what it is? Copy. Okay, you go ahead, burn all your guests in like 3 months, and you come back to me on the 4th month and tell me what your content is. Let's talk about it. You're gonna be asking me to do an interview with you. That's what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yo, this ain't easy, Black, and we talk about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Voice of the Valley here to stay. I got another interview coming out. It's with a young lady named Vero G. I think that's gonna be a dope one for y'all to watch. I got some cool content coming with Voice of the Valley where I am gonna be basically doing reviews on my interviews, and if I'm making fun of myself, if I'm doing whatever I'm doing on there, I'm gonna give you the BTS on those interviews. I think that'll be kind of fun to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just more Finally TV, Voice of the Valley content. We got what we talking about. We're gonna have story time with Black. We got Why is Conspiracy. We got a lot of things going on, man.
Gabe.
Yo, it's time.
Gabe.
Yes, sir.
We be podding, bro.
When we do. What episode is this? Do you know?
Shit. That's my question.
Episode 224, my friend.
Fuck, I knew that, yo. It was in my thing.
I had it right here.
Deuce 4. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog, bro. We did that, man. Salute to you. Like I said, once again, happy anniversary to you and the Queen, dog. Big things. Proud of y'all. It's like watching Unc and Auntie do they big one in front of my eyes.
Son, you say Unc doing the big one in front of your eyes, and we ain't even talk about Shay Shay. No
pause. I know. I was about to see. I was trying to tease. It's been too long since we did another show. Because so many things have transpired, bro. So we can get into that maybe next week a little bit. Give our 2 cents. But like, salute to y'all, man. That was dope, man. That. Keep striving, bro. Keep doing you, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Keep being great out here, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. And likewise, you know what I'm saying? And salute to you and another spin around the sun, man. Keep doing you. That you got, you talk about being inspirational. And, you know, I find you to be inspirational. To me, there's things I can look at you for and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's get better with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're a real intelligent, well-spoken, well-read dude. And I think that the world needs more people like you around, you know, like, and when I say that, I'm kind of saying in the sense of, you know, Black dudes who can know how to get it and can speak about it and educate others and like be him. We need more like you, you know what I'm saying? Because like we need the role models out there to really show people how it's done, you know what I'm saying? So like shout out to you, man, because you know I know you don't have to be in the position you're in. You work to be in the position you're in, and that's super dope. There's a lot to learn from that, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that you're wise beyond your years. To not even be, you know, hit the big 4-0 yet and be in the positions that you have and we have the discussions we have. And I think that's super dope about you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know other people, Yeah, I know other people see it too, and just like you were saying before, like with the Diddy situation, sometimes you see things and it's like, yeah, all right, he got this, he got that going on. It's not really real. But with you, you know, they need to understand that you talk the real, you stand on your own too. You know what I'm saying? And what I like about it is you just know how to communicate. You know, and at the end of the day, life is about communication. It really does boil down to that. You know what I'm saying? To communication. And you do that very well. So salute to you, brother. That's your flowers today.
Man, I got some. Y'all hear that? Listen, y'all niggas on Spotify, y'all hear them flowers? I got a flower. You hear that?
That's it.
I like that for me, bro. Hey, by the way, before you close us out, bro, don't forget, my pool is fucked up, gang. Look, you've been gone for 2 weeks out here, bro. My pool is fucked up, gang. And I'm going out of town, you know what I'm saying, this weekend. So, like,
you got the timer on the pool? You got the is it green?
It might be.
You can't close it green, Black.
Yo, I know, but like, I don't want to get into super details, but like 3 days ago, I turned it on to run the pump, and the pressure didn't build up. So I'm thinking that one of my seals on my pump had to have gone, right? That makes sense. I'm not getting a good seal.
Nah. We'll talk about that off here. Listen, y'all, y'all be good. Y'all be well. It's the What We Talking About podcast. We do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m.
I got a squirrel in my shit.
Check out the BGN Network. Peace, y'all. Be well. Next time.
Is it a raccoon gang? Just tell me. Is it?